Market trading at the Treasury Bills market has been relatively mute ahead of today's primary market auction, where 143 billion naira is on offer. And I have with me Chuka Nwachukwu, the head of fixed income trading at UBA. He joins me now for an update on the fixed income and FX markets today. Thank you so much for your time today, Chuka. And let's first get a sense of what we're seeing play out in the market today.
Okay, thank you, Ken. It's been a quiet trading market, like you said. Though the market has also been characterized by bearish sentiment because of liquidity issue in the system. And so we've seen rate move from 9% last week to about 11.3% today. And this has already, kind of like created a bit of uncertainty and panic in the market. Today, like you said, we have NTB auction, 143 billion on offer. The last rate came out at 6.07 levels, and we expect that with the illiquidity and then the upward movement in rates in the secondary market at this auction, that there will be movement in rate as well.
All right, but what are your expectations there for interbank rates going in this week then?
The expectation is still in line with the liquidity issue, so we expect that this rate will continue to move slightly up, hover within this 9 to 11.3, 11.1, 11.5%. So as long as the liquidity is a major player in this market, we'll continue to see this rate move upward because people are trying to sell down their position in order to create liquidity for their activities.
Yeah, but when you look at the PMA auction so far this year, what are the trends that you see across?
The trend has been slightly upward. So we've seen the rate move from 5% to 7.5, and then it came down to 6.07, where it's currently traded, where it currently is now. So with the illiquidity issue and then activity in the market, we expect that this probably will go up as high as maybe 7.5, 8%.
But on the liquidity issue, looking down the line, do you see this waning down maybe in the next month or two?
Yes, this month we have well over 282 billion worth of coupon payment. The first tranche coming in on the 18th of this month, which is about around 65 billion. And so this will help to ease out the liquidity issue we have in the system. And then, of course, we expect that FAC will come in and then some other inflows will come into the system. Though the system is in negative of well over 200 to 300 billion. But then when some of this liquidity come in, it will help to cushion the effect.
Yeah, but now let's get to the naira now. I'm trying to understand what has been the trend in terms of the investors and exporters window and what we're seeing playing out there.
Okay, so the naira has actually been depreciating. Last week it traded around 420, 421 levels. Currently, before the close of business on Friday, it traded around 425, and presently it's trading around 428 naira per dollar. So the trend hasn't been okay. It's been slightly depreciation, and then I hope that the CBN will take a look at it and then continue to pour more dollar into the system.
Yeah, because the demand and supply dynamics kind of play quite a lot when you look at how things play out. But what has been that story so far, especially in the near term?
Yeah, the demand is there, and that's why the rate is going up. We've seen that demand has tripled, especially with some of the demands of school fees and then PTA as well. Although on that end of that market, CBN really doing a great job on that end because they've actually been meeting the demand on that end. However, on the export and an I&E window, that's where we have a huge demand, and with the huge demand, of course, you expect that once the demand is not met, you expect the rate to go up, and that's what we are seeing.
Yeah, because we're just talking to my colleague from Ghana here, talking about inflation figures there, and I'd like to get a sense from you what you see Nigeria's inflation figures going.
Yeah, Ghana inflation figure came out, I think, yesterday. Was there about 29 8% level. So for us in Nigeria, though our own is relatively lower than that, our own is below 18%. But again, if you look at what is going on in the Nigerian market, especially on the food side of it, with the insecurity and then people's not ability to go to the market and go to the farms to get this farm produce into the end users, which is the market. The inflation figure at that end will continue to rise. And then we look at the gas as well. The petroleum issue as regard people ability to be able to buy fuel, and then the long queues. This are also adding to, we always definitely add to the inflation figures. When you see a situation whereby fuel is selling at the black market for about 200 to 300 naira per liter, and then of course all these things we factor into the cost, high cost of transportation, high cost of food, and then this also will add to inflation. So I expect the next inflation figure to inch up slightly.